you mentioned the ever-changing business. Let's jump into the current state of the retail automotive biz. How is a vehicle acquisition it seems like a frequent topic that my team and I are coaching on. How is vehicle acquisition presented you with challenges, and how are you meeting those challenges, considering that there's massive inflated costs of used inventory, which is kind of up 35 to 45% since 2019. How are you tackling those challenges?
So here's the thing. So so many people ask this question. The problem that I think a lot of dealers are facing and are kind of leaning into is they see those costs rising, right? But they don't have a long-term plan. Our long-term plan is that volume solves everything, which I learned this from Glenn Lundy and 800% club that I'm in. He's awesome. But he basically just always says volume solves everything, and it does. So it's like, for us, our goal is, we had 200 a month has been our goal for 5 years. We finally hit it in January. It was a huge deal. So now our next goal is 300. But it's like, if you're not thinking about the long term, you're going to look for ways to not buy that car. And you're going to be in that scarcity mindset because you're waiting for the market to go down, or you're waiting for something to happen. Well, if you buy that car for more than what it's worth right now, that's okay, because guess what? The market's going to go back down at some point. So, the law of averages, right? Like, buy the car, get the car in your lot. Someone's going to buy it, sell it to somebody. We use ACV auctions. We buy off the street. We buy through Car Offer, who has a buying matrix, which is hugely, hugely great for my brother. He's the pre-owned manager. But, it's just having that mindset. Like, mindset is everything. Is how can we get more cars on the lot? How can we sell more cars? Like, we don't care if we have to take a loss on this. Just push, push, push. And also advise people, if you don't have a pre-owned manager, like, you're never going to get there. You have to have one. We had to hire a second pre-owned manager recently just because it's so much volume and he needs help. And like, your pre-owned department is probably one of the most important departments in the dealership. It solves every possible problem, solves your new car problem, solves your service problem, parts problems, anything. So I would just advise people, like, everybody who says, oh, it's so hard to get cars, it's not. You just have to do it. You have to be okay with buying the car and just taking the hit, and maybe capture a finance deal, a trade-in, and all that stuff. But just thinking about the long term. And I think people kind of get stuck, and our media does that, right? They just want you to be stuck in whatever's going on. But you have to be, that's why having that goal is so important,